Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. Up past. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right to the air is Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll come up now on second and a yard. Now it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
To the air again, Burrow. Buying time to his left. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. But he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Again, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
3rd and goal. Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson over the middle, complete. That's James. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Watson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Watson. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Again, it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Burrow. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 6-0 our score after 1.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
12.
Burrow will throw, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Well, it looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2. 10.
39 yards. That's good for the Browns. First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Harrison Bryant, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Watson on first down.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Watson now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. On the move past the 40. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this 1st half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. The Browns drive about to get started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they're going to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Finding space at the 40, and he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. That was special there. On first down, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Now it's Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb from 8 yards out. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it was to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Mixon. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Burrow going for it on 4th. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Williemc10 able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll set up a throw, and he's going to go down again. Williemc10. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it.
And look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... Now a first down throw, Watson. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing again on second down, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
The Bengals drive about to get going. First down, here's Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut. Here we go.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And if they
touchdown! Joe Mixon, 35 yards. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do you do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as well as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On first down, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 51 yards. And the Browns use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Now Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. After the interception, here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Targeting Cooper, and he's got it coming across the field. Finding space at the 40. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing now, Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 54 yards. And the Browns have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Burrow. Pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And Watson's going to throw it here. Right back to Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Browns tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a... And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.